Hi, so in this video we will discuss what is deep learning. So deep learning has its origin from the neural network. Basically what deep learning does, it tries to mimic the human brain. Okay, so for example, what is the main framework of deep learning? Deep learning uses neural network, the network of neurons. And this is very similar to something which we already have with us. Okay, so this is very similar to our own neural network. Okay, this is our neural network. Okay, so this is the diagram that I drew. So in the neural network, what happens is this is the part where the information comes in. Okay, this is the entire path through which the information travels. Okay, and this is the part where it gets output, where it go as the output to other neurons. Millions of neurons are connected to each other and information processed. For example, we have here 100 million neurons, and information that is coming from that is going inside from this place, after passing through 100 million neurons, it will come out as something else. Okay, so it has been extracted as some kind of pattern or something. So it is very phenomenal how our brain actually process all the information that we do. So our goal with deep learning is to actually mimic what God has already given us. Okay, so humans are just trying to deploy all their energy which God has already created millions of years ago. All right, so this is an artificial neuron. Okay, this is an artificial neuron. Trying to relate to this part, this section is actually equal to the synapse. Okay, from synapse, here we insert the input, and with input we also insert some weight. Okay, there is some weight, we will discuss everything. Then we have certain amount of bias. This is the processing unit. Actually this is actually equal to this part. Okay, neural this path basically through which the signal has to travel. So this is where the processing happens, and finally we have some activation function, and then we provide some output. Okay, so this is an artificial neuron. This is the structure of an artificial neuron. Now this was very high level structure. Now let's see a proper artificial neuron. So this is something like a proper artificial neuron. Okay, now thing about this neuron is, first it has number of layers. Okay, artificial neuron is built of number of layers. The first layer is input layer. Okay, the first layer is input layer, and it consists of features, for example pixels of image. So basically in the input layer we insert the features, all the features that we have we insert through the input layer. For example, all the pixels of the image, all the data points will be inserted. So just imagine if image is of 10 by 10 pixel, which is very small by the way, then we will be having 100 inputs. Okay, all right. Talking about the next layer, we have hidden layer. In hidden layer, what happens, by the way, this entire section is of hidden layer. First thing about hidden layer is we can have any number of hidden layers. Okay, we can have one hidden layer, we can have 100 hidden layer. This is entirely dependent on the application developer or the nature of the application itself. Okay, so hidden layer is where all the processing happens. Number of hidden layers is user defined, and number of neurons between the hidden layers is also user defined. So now how many neurons do we have between the hidden layers? It is also user defined. And the third type of layer that we have is output layer, and it is completely dependent on the application, that what type of output that we need. So for example, if we need a output in the terms of yes or no, basically if we feed inside a image and we have to evaluate if the image is of a cat or a dog, then the output can be like cat or dog, and this output function will basically give a probability that how many chances are there to image being of a cat or image being of a dog. So this was the artificial neural network. We will discuss a lot about this in all these sections. Okay, we have a lot of section to discuss about this. Let's talk a little bit about deep learning before we get into a proper neural network. A deep learning is just a deep neural networks with greater than or equal to one hidden layer. Okay, so deep learning is nothing but neural network. Everything that we do inside deep learning is just try to mimic human neural network. Okay, there are tons of deep neural network architectures that we can use. The one that we just saw, this type of architecture is called as dense neural network. Other type of architectures can be CNN, RNN, or GANs. So this was about what is deep learning. In the next video we will discuss more about neural networks.